Hey everyone, in today's video I'm gonna decorate this big styrofoam ball. So firstly I applied 2 layers of white paint on the styrofoam ball. Then I have these cute red cardinal images. So I cut them up with my water pen. I am not sure if I used all of those or maybe only 5, I am not sure. So everything was cut up with my water pen. Then I applied it on the top side of the ornament. I tear up the rice paper in few places for better placement. Then I applied a little bit of decoupage glue onto the styrofoam itself, and then of course I applied the image and glued it more with more decoupage glue. Of course, make sure there is no excess because this will dry out white, not clear. I also made lace out of this mold. For this I used modeling paste and I let it dry. So I applied the lace in the middle of my ornament and I glued it with heavy body gel, and then I let it all dry. As you can see, this process is a little bit messy, but it is more effective than using just glue. Then I took out some wet towel and I took off any excess of the heavy body gel, and then I let the whole thing dry, and after it was dry it was time to paint my ball. So I painted it with some acrylic paints. As you can see, I also painting the lace, and I'm going inside the rice paper itself for better blending. If you want to see more Christmas ornaments videos, just jump on my channel and you will see many more, and I will be also adding soon more to my YouTube channel as well. And if you have anything you would like to see how it is done or how would I do it, just let me know in comments and I will be more than happy to create another special kind of ornament. I realize it is easier for me to just dab the paint onto the lace, so I am dabbing the paint with some cut up kitchen sponge onto the lace, and then I also painted the other side, the bottom side of the ornament, with some paint as well. And then I took and did some shading around my red cardinal and around my reed, which is around the cardinal. With another kitchen sponge, I dabbed on some green paint onto my lace for a nice rustic look. And then I went ahead and used my trusted glitter decoupage glue just to give it a nice shimmer onto my ornament. And of course I painted the whole, I applied the decoupage glue glitter decoupage glue onto the ornament and let it dry. And then the bottom size, I apply Crackle medium onto it and I let it dry. And when it was dry, I applied a different shade of acrylic paint on my ornament. And here you have to be careful because don't go over your painted part when you see the crackles are starting to show, because then it will ruin your crackles. And as you can see, I changed the shade of the paint because I didn't like the first one, so I went over and painted it another color. And then I went ahead again, and after it was all dry, I applied again glitter decoupage glue for a nice shimmer onto my ornament. After the glue was dry, I applied the first step of two-step fine Crackle medium onto the bottom of my ornament and I let it dry. This special Crackle medium from Pentard, you have to let it dry naturally. Don't use heat gun or hair dryer for it. So when it is dry and not, I would say, sticky, then you can apply the second step of this two-step Crackle medium and also let it dry. When it is dry and you can see the crackles, then you can apply, of course, paste so the crackles will be more visible. So here I am applying the crackles and I am cleaning it up with kitchen towel to just the crackles will be visible and nothing more. And since my paste on the bottom side of my ornament is drying, I applied glaze on the top of my ornament and I applied 4 layers of the glaze for nice shine. Let it dry between each layer, of course, and the bottom of my ornament I sealed with clear varnish solvent base because this special two-step Crackle medium from Pentard you have to seal with solvent based varnish. On top of the bowl I decided to put some clay decorations like holly berries and such. So for this I use air drying clay and I glued it all with express glue from Pentard. Then I let the clay dry. After it was dry, it was time to paint the clay design. So for this I choose some acrylic paints and here it is. I am painting the design with my acrylic paints and I also took off any excess of the paint with wet towel for a nice rustic look. Then I use some cut up kitchen sponge to apply different shade of green on my ornament as well. And then I let the whole thing, of course, dry. After everything was dry, it was time to seal my ornament. So for this, not ornament, I'm sorry, the clay part of the ornament, and for this I use matte varnish. Of course, you can use glossy one as well. Then I let it, of course, again, the whole thing dry, so I can decorate it this a little bit more. Then I applied also a little bit of wax paste on the clay part of the ornament, just really a little bit for a nice shimmer look. I also applied some wax paste on the lace part of the ornament. As you can see, my ball didn't want to stand still. So here and there I applied the wax paste onto the lace as well. And here is my big ball all finished with red cardinals. So I do hope you enjoy this video. If you did, please do subscribe to my channel. Please do give me a nice comment or a thumbs up. Please check out my other social medias. Until next time, bye.